Okay, John, this is my attempt to recap that battle and show you some differences using a little bit more intelligent battle mechanics as far as when you make an attack. This is my battle board. There should be a couple pictures in front of this explaining the 11K Fangtooth and 3K Giants attack on Dawn City the other day. But for a basic walkdown, this is the final output. He attacked with 11K Fangs and 3K Giants. That attack more than likely would have been defeated either on the first defender's turn or possibly in 2 rounds. But if this guy had actually included a single Swift Strike Dragon in his attack on turn 1, as you can see, the Fangs moved forward 1,000 feet, stopped at 400. The Giants moved forward their maximum 240. They were somewhere between 1,100 and 1,200 feet away. Now, the addition of an SSD to that attack would have meant the Swift Strike Dragon would have covered the entire distance and been right at Dawn's door. So on her first turn, her troops, instead of moving, would have had a troop in melee range and they would have stayed inside their walls. That would have meant that the only thing that could have counterattacked against those Fangtooths would have been ranged troops that she had. So one Swift Strike Dragon could have neutralized the entire defending force of melee troops, simple by use of battle mechanics and movement. Now, if you look at this, I have it set up for turn 2. I also included a single Minotaur and a single Halberdsman in this attack. Now, on the attacker's first turn, even though the SSD went up and went straight to the city, okay, the Minotaur and the Halberdsman could only move 500 feet and 600 feet respectively. But they would have finished out somewhere between 800 and 900 feet together on their first turn. But on the start of turn 2, when they made their next movement rate, they would have been 200 feet away and 300 feet away respectively. So that would have meant on Dawn's first counterattack on turn 2, her troops only would have been able to move up a maximum of to the 200 feet mark. They still wouldn't have been able to touch those Fangtooths in melee combat because they would have been too far away. Now, when her ranged troops fire this turn, they're of course going to blow away that single Minotaur and that single Halberdsman, but this turned what would have been a one turn fight into a possibly 3 and 4 turn fight by giving those guys time to fire away by neutralizing all the defending melee troops.